investment over the next 5 years and for potentially additional 5 years.
Talking about
an investment gap.
Talking about this period of time, because we understand that mobility CNG has now been designated a special status, entitling it to what is called the gas-based industry pricing categorization. Is this a form of subsidy in the CNG sector?
No, not really. Subsidy assumes that you have a purchase price and there's a cost price that is higher than the sale price. That's when you have subsidy. In effect, what you have in the gas industry, unlike the refined petroleum industry where gas pricing is universal, in the gas industry, gas pricing is local. And first thing you also have to note is that, as stated in the law of the land, the PIA, it is the government that sets the price of gas. Why is that? Because the current alternative to that gas, when it is not being sold, is that you actually burn it. Nigeria is the second largest flarer of gas in the world today after Russia. Despite having the largest reserve in the world, we hardly use our own gas for our own industry to drive domestic industry and industrialization. So if the government is not encouraging the utilization of gas at any price whatsoever, we're just wasting it. So the alternative cost, the cost price of gas is not even is not in the picture here. So there's no real subsidy. The real subsidy, if you ask me, is us getting folks to use gas so that we can drive our economy at lower costs, so that we can compete effectively. Every nation must have an economic advantage that derives from its competitive advantage and the resources that God has given it. Nigeria has gas. We have huge gas reserves. We are a gas province. So there's no reason why government is not effectively pricing gas for domestic utilization, encouraging domestic industry to utilize gas for power, utilize gas for as a feedstock, utilize gas for transportation and many, many other purposes. And CNG sector is just one of many sectors that gets concessionary pricing. If you look at the notice that was released by NMPDRA to us that addressed this gas-based industry concessionary pricing, the underlying industries like methanol industry, even the power sector, gets a preferential pricing relative to the highest level, which is the commercial sector. But we just happen to enjoy a much lower pricing than those other sectors because government knows the imperative
help us understand
building infrastructure for the sector.
The scope of this concession.